Hello, I'm Tefera Street, and this is the story of how I beat the world record for the longest Minecraft railroad ever built. So, you've probably seen a railroad in Minecraft like this small connection between bases. But have you ever seen a Minecraft railroad like this? A railroad that is over 100,000 blocks long, and it will take you just under 4 hours to complete the full track. So here's how I built the world's longest railroad. The first step was creating a platform for the rails to go on, and I made sure that this platform was relatively high so that I didn't have to do much excavating to get through certain bits of terrain. And so I began placing some smooth red sandstone for the first 10,000 blocks of this railroad. Then after reaching the 10,000th block, I created a small milestone for it. And I also swapped the block I was using from smooth red sandstone over to spruce planks. And so I built another 10,000 blocks using spruce planks. Then for the 20,000 milestone, I created a small octopus, as well as adding the number 20,000 and changing the path to Prismarine. At this point in time, I'd already spent roughly 5 hours just creating a path for the rails, not including time built for the milestones. And I wanted a way to speed up my process of being able to place blocks. And then I remembered about speed potions. So with speed potions, I was able to go from the speed like this, over to a speed more like this, which allowed me to create the roads 2.5 times quicker than I was previously. And with this new buff to placing, I continued placing blocks up until the 30,000 mark. At which point I was in the desert, so I decided to make a massive sandstone temple, as well as a small pyramid on the side. And I also did go a little bit overboard with the world editing for the terrain, so this will be one of the biggest terrains in the entire video for the milestones. And just like the previous milestones, I also added a massive 30,000 sign. And I also changed the block that I'll be using over to sandstone. So here's a sped up version of what happened next. I built out to 40,000 blocks, at which point I made a birch themed milestone and swapped out the bridging block to birch planks. Then I built out to 50,000 blocks. Then at the 50,000 block milestone, I changed the block over to white concrete, and then I added some bone block pillars as supports. Then I built out over to 60,000 blocks. And then I built a blackstone themed 60,000 block milestone. And then I built out to 70,000 blocks. Then at the 70,000 mark, I made a warped theme milestone. And then I built another 10,000 blocks, so that at the 80,000 block mark, I could build an endstone theme milestone. Then after placing another 10,000 blocks, at the 90,000 block mark, I was able to build a jungle theme milestone. And then after another 10,000 blocks, I was finally able to build up to the 100,000 block milestone. And unlike the other milestones, which were relatively small, I wanted this milestone to be much larger. This is because it had already taken 20 hours to reach this point, and it was the last milestone before the Minecraft world record. And while 100,000 blocks is quite an impressive milestone, it's not the Minecraft world record, as the current world record is 110,029. So I built out a bit further, and managed to get to 111,141 blocks. And this marks the halfway mark for this project. Now you might be wondering, why halfway? Well, that's because I still need to add the rails. This was just the pathway for the rails. And so it's now time to spend another 7 hours placing rails. And to avoid having to go all the way back, I'm going to start placing rails at the Minecraft world record mark. Now I've placed 10,000 rails. 20,000 rails. And then 30,000 rails. And 40,000. Then I only had 60,000 more blocks to place. 50,000 more. 40,000 more. 30,000 more. 20,000 more. And then only 10,000 more rails to place. And with just 10,000 more rails, I finally beat the Minecraft world record. So, here's a bit of proof of this world record. First of all, if you look at my statistics from this world, you can see here that I have 111,000 powered rails placed. And I also uploaded the full version of me going through the entire minecart track on my brand new channel, Fabershly Shorts. Check it out with the links in the description and the pinned comment. So I hope you enjoyed watching me achieving the world record for the longest Minecraft railway ever built. So don't forget to like that smash button as well as subscribing to both this channel and my new channel. And click here for my 100 days in Minecraft hardcore, or watch the 4-hour minecart journey. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye!